Today was like the best day.
My shit started going backwards today.
Yeah, it was crazy. All right.
Yeah.
What's going on, nation? This is an MLB Sunday night podcast. I am your host, Paulie D, and I'm joined by Mr. CashinDFS tonight. What's going on, Cash? How's your weekend?
It was all right. Golf was good. Today it started falling backwards, but cash was okay. But it was good yesterday.
Did you get to watch a lot of that tournament?
No, I didn't. I was watching a lot of soccer. I think DJ sucked on Saturday, and I faded him. I think a couple of guys that I faded sucked on Saturday, and then, I don't know. It was really good, and then it started falling back today. But that was fun. I like to see plus 20s from professionals.
Yeah, that was a cool, different like pace where you had plus 12 and you were still alive. Crazy. It's crazy.
I'll go out there and get a plus 200.
Forget about it. Shout out to Kepka, back-to-back championships, man. Guy's a baller in the clutch.
I love that guy. He's one of my favorites. I pivoted to him some too. I had a good amount of him because he was going off Thursday morning. All my players I played Thursday morning pretty much, except Fleetwood.
Yeah, Fleetwood, he snuck in after having a horrible start. It was a cool tournament. The only thing that really killed me was Jordan Spieth. Like, I went really overweight on him, and he dudded out. He didn't make the cut. But I had some 4 of 6 teams with only 4 through the cut, cash. Pretty crazy. So
I had 5 or 6 in cash, but Kuchar.
Yeah, that's so funny. Like, I made that lineup that you basically the guys you like the most on the show, and Kuchar was the one I said I might switch out. Didn't, but still that thing cashed no problem. I was really 5 to 6 was plenty for the cash games.
Yeah,
cool contest. Yeah, I haven't really been watching much of the World Cup, but how's it been so far?
Well, Germany lost today. That was fun. Brazil tied. That was also fun. I rooting for the underdogs every day except Argentina. And Mexico beat Germany, so I root for Mexico since the United States sucks.
It's not like a single elimination thing, right?
No, they're playing the pools.
Right.
You gotta win. It's like a group of 4. You gotta win your groups to move on to the 16.
I got you. So one loss can be that.
Yeah, nah. You still can make it to the round of 16. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Baseball.
And your boys didn't make it either. Italy didn't.
Italy, I know. Some people tweet that at me. I mean, I don't follow soccer at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't know if they were in or not. I just know the United States didn't make it, which is an embarrassment.
It really is, man. Fun. How many teams are in there right now? They're 64-ish?
Six. I believe it's 6. I don't know. It's a lot.
Something. Yeah, most of those groups have 4. There's 16 of them. So.
Yeah, all groups have 4.
Yeah, so it's probably 64 exactly. And it's just sad that in countries, the United States didn't make the top 60. They got to get their soccer game.
I would advise parents to, if they have an athletic kid, get them into soccer. Yeah, you can make
easy path.
They make more money than all the basketball, football, and it's
this country's dying for a stud soccer player. Like the Tiger Woods of soccer.
Yeah, they go over in Europe. They make, oh my God, they make so much money.
How about baseball? How'd you doing baseball this weekend? Anything interesting?
Oh, well, I didn't play baseball today. And last night was not good because I played Friday and I wanted to play lefty from Seattle.
Paxton?
Yeah, I wanted him against Boston. And then the shoulder kind of scared me, so I came off some. I still played him a little bit. And then the next day, LeBlanc, a lefty versus Boston, I was all over him. I had like 4,000 or 5,000 left over. And like the last couple of minutes, I switched him to Bumgarner.
I know. I mean, that's a hard spot with Paxton, like a significantly better lefty.
Yeah, I know, but it's still a lefty.
No, I know. I'm just saying it was a hard decision. Like you had the money, and like you just don't expect him to strike that many guys out, go that deep. Like everything kind of came together. But lefties against the Red Sox is definitely a thing, and even
definitely on the road too.
Yeah,
especially on the road.
And even the dude, the night before, like 4 errors, like that's hard to overcome, especially against a team like the Red Sox. So.
Yeah, man. But I was so pissed at myself. I seen them 5%, 6%.
Yep.
I just threw my phone. I was done. I didn't want to look no more.
I'm with you. I had a terrible day on the main slate, but the late slate really popped me back today. I had like a couple deep finishes with Mets stack hitting game-winning home runs back-to-back in the ninth. It was crazy. Never happens.
The Mets, huh?
Yeah, man, it was crazy. Like, ninth inning, they're my last team alive, and like I needed like 2 guys to get on base. It was like, 6, 7, 8, 9 coming to plate against a closer. Usually, like you're done, but they got there, and then Nemo homered, then Struble did. It was crazy. Have you looked at tomorrow's slate? Because it's sick.
No, I haven't.
Oh my God! Wait till we go through this thing, man. Like, we got probably the top 3 pitchers in baseball, minus Max Scherzer going, or 3 out of the top like 8 pitchers in baseball. We got Coors on the slate. We got some bad pitchers to pick on. Like, this is a juicy slate, man. So I want to jump into it. Now got a little ammo for tomorrow, but it's it's a really nice slate. So I'm curious to see what you think. I guess we'll jump in, and you can tell me at the end what you think overall. The first game I see here is Yuli Chassin and the Milwaukee Brewers taking on Trevor Williams and the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is not one of the marquee games on the slate. The Brewers are $1.21 favorites, and we got an 8.5 total. You got any interest here?
Oh, Chassin. I played Chassin against the Cubs. He almost outscored Chuck Sale that day.
That was crazy.
But his price is way up today. He's been pitching very well, so he's interesting, but I don't want to pay that price after I just been getting him way cheaper than that. But he's decent. I like the park. It's going to be lefties, though. Meadows, Moran, he's been hot.
Moran's been hot, yep. Bell,
Polanco. I mean, he's definitely an option, but I don't really like that price. And Trevor Williams, that guy he just sucks.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily want to stack against him. What's the temperature? 83? That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's a good environment. I don't think you're going to look at the bats here. You'll find there's better spots. Like, there's 3 aces on DraftKings.
Thames is leading off over the weekend?
Yeah, he had a double dunk game on Saturday. Like, they got some. Their lineup is different now. It's definitely improved.
That's interesting.
It'll be interesting. It'll be definitely interesting. I don't think you go to Chassin coming off like the best game of his career. That's probably like his best 3-game run of his career.
I was about to say, 3 in a row.
Pirates don't strike out. Like, I don't think he'll have a bad game. He's probably more like a cash play, but I don't think he's going to get the job done in tournaments. And like Trevor Williams, like, it's probably not, but on DraftKings as an SP2 to help afford, like, a Trevor Bauer, I guess. I don't think it's going to end up being the play, but right now, there's not a ton of like really cheap guys, so maybe.
Yeah, he's been so bad. He has 2 negatives in a row and then 2 twos. Wow.
I know. Like, but like when you look at the stats, it's weird. There's nothing that says he should be getting this beat up. Like if he were to draw like a really good pitching umpire here, like maybe. But I see what you mean. Like, it's just something's wrong here. But good park, a team that strikes out. He's only given up 1 home run in those last 3 games. So like, I don't know. I think he
Yeah,
might have run into like the Dodgers at the wrong time, the Diamondbacks in Arizona as they were waking up. You know what I mean? So it's possible, but that's really it. Maybe a Milwaukee stack if you're building multiples, but as I said, I think we're gonna find better stuff on this slate. Next game we got is the St. Louis Cardinals and Miles Mikolas taking on the Philadelphia Phillies and Nick Pivetta. Cardinals are small favorites right now, minus 110, and there's an 8.5 run total in this game. 11-mile-per-hour wind blowing out to right field. 90-degree temps here too. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's been. Oh, this one's in Philly. I was about to say it's been hot in St. Louis.
Yeah.
91, wind blowing out 11. Oh, wow. Pavetta is another guy that's been struggling. What? Damn, I think he's good. There's a lot of righties here. I mean, you gotta worry about Carpenter. Jose Martinez is back from his little. I think he just had a baby.
Who did?
Played a narrative. Jose Martinez. He was out for the weekend against the Cubs for having a baby. He was hot. I don't like to play righties against Pivetta. I think Pavetta's interesting. Like, he's cheaper than Jacine. I like Pivetta some. He has been struggling. There's no doubt about that. And Miles Mikolas is a guy that I like. I like that Philly strikes out a lot. He's going to throw a lot of strikes. Don't know if he has huge K upside, but the Phillies will raise that. I don't think I want any bat here. Maybe you could play the lefties for Philly, but I doubt it. Doubt it for me.
Yeah, I'm trying. Patio Joe chimed in. He said there's 32 teams in the World Cup.
Oh, in the world.
Correction. Mikolas is safe and kind of just like Chacin on the other slate. I don't know if he's got enough upside at his price on a DraftKings or even where he's priced on FanDuel. He's been super safe. The Phillies can strike out, but I don't know. I gotta analyze him and see. He's had a lot of cupcake opponents. He's faced the Pirates 3 times this year. He's faced the Reds at home, the Padres, the Marlins, the Royals. This is a team like Philly, free swinging. I could see giving him trouble. He doesn't miss the strike zone all that often. They're kind of getting
those strikes.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So they may free swing and make some contact. You know what I mean? I don't know if I end up on Mikolas outside of a cash game. I don't think he carries enough upside with the wind blowing out. I almost don't mind a sneaky Philly stack. And what do you think about Pivetta?
I like Pivetta as a pitcher, but he has been off. I don't know if it's injury or what it is, but I like the lineup for him. I like a lot of righties. I'm not worried about Fowler. All I'm worried about is Carpenter at the top. I'm not worried about Fowler.
No, exactly. And let me take a look.
Ozuna's been on fire. Martinez was on fire before leaving.
Yeah.
That's all you could say. Dude's good against righties. I think that you could stack him because he's been struggling, but I probably don't.
Yeah, no, there's just much easier, less resistant spots on the slate. Pivetta. So 38% fly balls, 48 on the ground. That's solid. He is getting hit hard, but most of them are on the ground. 90 at exit velocity. His personal velocity is fine. It might be a decent spot. Even if those guys hit solo homers, which always seems to be with them, he could rack up the strikeouts here. I don't know. As an SP2 on DK, I think it's in play. I don't know if I would use him on a FanDuel on a one-pitcher site. But SP2, maybe. You know what I mean?
Do you think Pivetta is popular? Would have been struggling? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think he's going to be. There's a couple other guys you can jump on in this price range. It's we got a 10-game slate, but there's a lot of options. Would you rather grab Pivetta at 7-3 or Caleb Smith against the Giants in San Francisco for 7-8?
Smith.
Yeah, right. Or you can go Andrew Suarez for 500 cheaper against Miami in San Francisco.
I don't play that guy.
Okay. But you know what I mean? Some people might. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not like Pavetta's the only, you got I don't think you're gonna go Chacin. You could go Tyler Anderson for 6-2, lefty against the Mets. It's in Coors. It's not perfect, but maybe, So I don't know if he'll be popular.
And I think I would take Pavetta over him, but I think most people would say Smith.
Yeah, I agree.
But I want to say that if you do, I would not play a righty against Mikolas. Like, I wouldn't play Hoskins, even though he's been doing good. Like, I would play the lefties: Herrera, Santana, Nick Williams, Caesar at the top.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I think it's like a 2-man or a 3-man lefty mini stack.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you want to go too crazy here. But yeah, I could see like one or two of them hitting a home run off them. It's possible.
Yep.
Next game. This is an interesting one, man. The Yankees. So the Yankees are going to finish off a game that they started with this team like 2 weeks ago. It's like resuming in the 6th inning, tied up, or I don't even know the exact situation, but at 5. And then they're going to jump into this game after that one. And Sonny Gray and the Yanks taking on Eric Fede, the rookie, and the Nats. The Yanks are minus 120 favorites. This one's in Washington. We have a 9 total, 92-degree temperatures, 6-mile-per-hour wind. Really, hot day in Washington. What do you think here?
This is not on DK. This is only on FanDuel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, just because there's 2 games, like DK takes it out.
Yeah, I don't know if the lineup will be out. I don't know what time the first game is starting.
Yeah, I think it's 5:00. I think the first game's at 5. But...
Oh, okay, so it probably won't be over in time for the lineups to come out. But I will say, Sonny Gray, I mean, he's on the road.
Mm-hmm.
The guy has been throwing the ball very well. Like, he's been really good recently. It is back. He is back. He looks fantastic to me. It is not fun lineup to go against anymore. Like, Adam Eaton is back. Murphy is there. Yep. This lineup is no joke.
Yeah, no joke.
It's scary. I don't know if I would do it, but I like him. He's been pitching really well. I don't know enough about this Betty guy to know what I want. I just know that the Yankees are on the road, and that's what I like to try.
He's 5-5 on FanDuel. And
does he have K upside?
I don't know. Like, I got to dive in. But he faced the Yanks last week. 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, 4 earned. And then he has one other start against San Diego, 5.2, 6 Ks, 3 earned. Like,
he has a swing and strike rate of 8.3.
That's not good. That's not going to get the job done against the Yankees. They're starting to heat up.
Yeah, I don't think I would take the Yankees outside of the Bronx, though. I just want to pick on them when they're outside the Bronx.
I hear you, but I'm telling you, they're about to, like, kind of come alive. I don't know if I'm going to take a rookie pitcher against them. It's just other spots on this slate. And it's only on FanDuel and the one pitcher site. I don't think you do that.
No. I probably don't want to pitch either one of these guys.
What do you think about the hashtag DeGrom to New York movement that's starting to?
Well, he's already in New York. He's going to come over to the Yankees, come across the river.
Yeah, so supposedly they talked, and the Yankees aren't willing to put Glaber or Andujar in the trade, and that's like shutting it down.
Well, I hope that shuts it down because I don't want him going to the Yankees. You know why?
Yeah,
that would suck.
Like, I think it makes a lot of sense for both sides. Like, the Yankees, like, they get DeGrom, and they can match up well pitching-wise, whereas Boston and Houston deep in that playoffs. Like, they go to war with DeGrom and Severino.
But what does it do for the Mets? It makes the Yankees way better.
If the Mets get a package back of, like, a star and then 2-3 other young kids that may emerge, like, Caleb Smith on this slate was like a second guy in a Yankees trade. That guy Fowler on Oakland was the second guy or third guy in a Yankees package. Like, they get 4 guys that could become, young, aggressive. Like, these guys like Glaber, they're like invigorating this Yankees team, So you give that to the Mets and, a year from now they get healthy, all the pitching gets right, and they could have like a real shot at being a good team overall. Like otherwise, they're a little too old, and like, are they really going to get anywhere with this current team? I don't think so.
No, they suck balls.
Yeah, so I think it makes sense on both sides.
I think that the Yankees should trade Gary Sanchez because he sucks.
Gary Sanchez is cold. He doesn't
Austin
suck.
Romine is a better baseball player. He is a far better catcher. Gary Sanchez is one of the worst catchers in Major League Baseball. He should only DH. He sucks at catching. He cannot call a game. He's bad. He can't even catch a baseball. And Romine is better at the plate. I think Gary Sanchez sucks. He just hits a lot of home runs when he does get hot. But he's very cold. He's cold.
And he's going to wake up. And
I think he sucks.
He's a huge offensive threat at catcher. Like
Romine is, if you just, I know you watch a team. Romine is way better at the plate.
I do like Romine a lot, and like I still like, like I'll take Stanton, but that wasn't the ad I think this team needed in the offseason. It like clogged up. Like I hate when they have a lineup and it's like Judge, Stanton, Gary. Like you got to have other guys in between them. Otherwise, like, you just put too much boom bust like in a row, and it, they get out more times than they do well. It's just,
yeah. I mean, you could put Didi or Hicks, or like you should really put Torres at the leadoff and move Gardner down.
Yeah, but I don't think like Gary Sanchez is like a good trade for the Mets because he's probably going to be due some big money soon. Like I think you want like that total like instant youth with no years, like so you get.
What about Greg Bird?
Yeah, Greg Bird, sure.
First baseman.
Greg
Bird,
got
a couple first basemen.
I mean, the Yanks got a fucking like they're loaded.
I know.
There's kids. Like Clint Frazier hasn't even played this year. Like, and I mean Andujar, the Yanks should, be willing to part with him. We got Drury about to come back from injury. Like he's great. We like him, but we needed DeGrom for the playoffs. Like we need it. So anyway, I got off on a tangent, but I'm really hoping that trade picks up some steam and it can be made.
I don't.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
DeGrom has been so fantastic lately. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, he's dominant, and he's on this slate. We're gonna get to him, but first we've got the Chicago White Sox and Dylan Covey taking on the Cleveland Indians and Trevor Bauer. Talking about a pitcher who's been doing well. Indians are minus 237. We got a 8.5 total here. 10-mile-per-hour winds blowing in. 78-degree temps. What do you think?
Well, what I think is Covey is not going to be going back down to 5,000, and I'm probably never going to get Trevor Bauer 5% owned again, even with 3 or 4 other studs on the slate.
No.
This kid is such a beast. Oh, my God. Dude is throwing so many pitches.
He's striking everybody out, though. Like, he's untouchable right now.
It's scary to me because he's throwing so many pitches. Like, I'm just waiting for him to blow up because I think it's going to happen sooner or later. But it's hard to say it's here. He just faced this team. I usually don't like to pitch guys 5 days after they just face a team, but I definitely like it here. The wind is blowing in. He's just a monster. The guy is so good. He's cheaper than Cole, right?
Yeah, I think he's a tad cheaper.
12.4. Yeah, Cole was 13.
I
love him. I love Dylan Covey too. I thought this guy sucked.
Yeah, he's really showing that.
Sucked him. Man, this guy's good.
Yeah, he's 600 cheaper than Cole. Like they were on the slate together too, like earlier this week, and like Cole was like 6% and Bauer was like 60 in like.
Yeah, it's the same matchup with the White Sox, and he was playing Oakland, I think, which was another good matchup. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I love Bauer. He's just a stud, and I love this kid over here. This kid is good, man. I thought he sucked, but he's very good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love that he just saw Cleveland, and now it's Cleveland at home.
No, I don't.
Like,
Yeah, but
and his price is elevated. You know, we were getting him at like 5K last week.
Yeah, I don't think I'm pitching him, but I like him.
Yeah,
I'll be waiting for the next one.
Yeah, and on FanDuel, Bauer is actually more expensive, 11-2. Garrett Cole's 11. You know, it's an interesting discussion over there. I don't think I get up to Bauer on FanDuel. There's just a couple guys that are cheaper that, you know, like, I don't think I'm going 11-2 for Bauer when I can get Pavetta at 7-5. That's just like one guy. And there's guys I like more that we're going to get to, you know, because there's some other bats we're going to want on this slate, I think, too. Interesting slate, man. You know, I don't think any of the bats here are interesting.
Yeah, I was about to say, you don't want to play no Cleveland.
No. If you can get Bauer, great. If you can't, you know, on DraftKings, I think it's the only spot. I think he's your cash game pitcher. But, you know, if you can't get to him, I don't think it's the end of the world either. Like, because he's going to be highly owned. Like, you're probably in a better spot not having him and him doing poorly and letting down. You know, you probably have a better shot at winning a tournament that way. But in cash, I think you just plug him in. The next game we've got is the Los Angeles Dodgers and Kenta Maeda taking on the Chicago Cubs and Tyler Chatwood. The Dodgers are small favorites here, minus 122. No total yet. Looks like a cool 74-degree day with light winds blowing in, 8 miles per hour, nothing really significant. Anything you like here?
Maeda, I will wait with the injury. I'm not going to pitch him with that. No way. I'll wait till he gets to 100 pitches again, and I'll jump back on. Chatwood is terrible. He will just can't throw a strike. He's bad. I like the Dodgers here because they're hitting the ball really well. And Chatwood, if he walks 2 and then gives up a bomb, it's a 3-run homer. That's what I want. I love to stack against guys that walk. So I like the Dodgers here. They're not too expensive. I mean, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. Yeah. I mean, the most expensive bat is Bellinger at 4, 5.
You know, I got to look at the profiles. Like, Chatwood's a big-time ground ball guy. Like, yeah, he can walk guys, like 7 guys 2 starts ago, 6 5s, and then, like, give up the 1 long ball. But I don't know if you, like, full stack. He's only given up 1 home run in his last 4 starts. Like, you know,
I would want Bellinger, Grandal, or Jock Peterson. Jock Peterson's on fire.
Or, you know, Max Muncy we got to look at, too.
That's right. That guy's a beast.
Yeah. So, like, there's definitely guys you're going to like. It's just, like, I don't think you go full stack. I think you find the one that makes the most contact and hits the ball in the air the most. But the one thing I will say about Chatwood is, like, 0% fly balls over his last 2 starts, 76% grounders. The others line drives, you know, like, I would never use him because he's just, you know, he's worthless, essentially. He doesn't strike guys out. He walks a ton of guys. But, yeah, not probably going to attack him too much. And Maeda, like, I just
What about attacking Maeda?
I could attack Maeda, you know.
I was about to say he looked bad.
Yeah, and he gives up fly balls. I think the Cubs are kind of waking up. I got to see how those profiles look. But, like, you know, there's some lefty power that I think could give him some trouble. You know, like, you can grab Happ, Rizzo, what's his name, Schwarber. Like, you can always play Chris Bryant. Zobrist has been hot. Like, I don't mind a Cubs
Hayward is hot.
Yeah, Hayward. Yep. So
I like bats on both sides here.
Yeah, I like
probably
the bats.
Rather stack the Cubs though.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. Next game we got is the Tampa Bay Rays. Ryan Stanek, probably not going to pitch more than 2 or 3, versus Garrett Cole and the Houston Astros. Don't have a line yet or an over-under, so no spread to give you. 13-mile-per-hour wind blowing out. Probably going to have a roof closed, 77 degrees, and some rain out in Houston. What do you think?
I think that I love that Cole is on the same slate as Bauer. I know that Bauer knows Cole is pitching tonight. Ever since Bauer called him out, he has pitched better than all 3 of these guys over here in Houston. I'm not going to pitch Cole. I hope Cole is more popular than Bauer against the Rays, but I doubt it. I don't know. How it's going to go tomorrow. I hope Cole is more owned, so I can go Bauer. If Bauer's going to be way more popular, then I like Cole too. It's just He hasn't hit 30 in a minute. It's been a long time. He hasn't
Yep.
hit 30 since he got a 60 against Arizona.
Yep. Like the Rays are a great target, but like to pay more for him, I don't know. The only benefit's the low ownership and like, you know, other than that, I don't see it on FanDuel. Again, I just don't want to pay 11K with some of the other options, but clearly he could, win the slate, put up a 60-70 on FanDuel with 35-40. But like he hasn't looked invincible lately. It's just a really good opponent for him.
Yeah, he had to stop cheating once Bauer called him out. And now he's just normal. But I love Houston. Yeah. Dudes are pounding the baseball. All of them. Especially Gaddis. I love Gaddis.
Gaddis is on fire.
He's the monster, man. He's like a lumberjack.
You got to figure out who's most likely to come in for Tampa, if anyone. I don't know yet. You know what I mean? I don't think.
Somebody's going to.
Today was like a full bullpen game. You know what I mean? Like, they only have like 3 guys that are doing like the long man role right now, and like, I don't know if anybody.
What is it? It's Andreezy, Yarborough, and what's his name? The other guy.
Pruitt.
Yeah. It's gonna be somebody. This guy is not gonna go deep.
So it's like matchup dependent, which Astros, but a full stack's firmly in play. They're hot, you ride them. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter which one. Like, it's just so hot.
Yeah, there's really it's still gonna be most of the same guys. Next game you got the Texas Rangers and Bartolo Colon taking on the Kansas City Royals and Ian Kennedy. Pitchers duel galore here. Really going to be hot and humid and windy in KC. This is a good hitting environment. 92 degrees, 53% humidity, 13-mile-per-hour winds blowing out to the left. A couple fly ball pitchers out there. Maybe we want to look at some of the bats here. What do you think? 9.5 total.
I think it was Friday when I said I'm not going to guess when Ian Kennedy is going to try to get strikeouts again. Mm-hmm. And he actually came out and pitched pretty well against Cincinnati.
He's pitched well his last 2.
I think he's interesting. You got Texas that have been going off at home. Mm-hmm. It's same temperature. It's hot as hell, but it's a bigger ballpark. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like Ian Kennedy at 5'6", SP2, but I kind of don't.
Yeah, you can see
I like him more than Bartolo Colon. Yeah, of course. He's a monster power.
Is like the worst matchup for Colon, I think, in terms of they're patient. They don't swing at shit outside the zone. They're gonna make a lot of contact. That's when he gets into his most trouble. He's good against a Milwaukee or a Philly, a free swinging team.
But Merrifield is not gonna play, I don't think, and Solaire's already out.
Yeah, they are depleted.
That does suck. Hunter Dozier, he's good. Yeah. Perez is always better against righties. Moose, Moose is a monster.
I got Alex Gordon in the 2-hole projected right now.
Yeah, I like that. I definitely like 2.9. Definitely like that. Hunter Dozier is 2.8.
Yep.
Never play Escobar. He's the worst hitter in the history of baseball. Yeah. Almonte's decent. I mean, he could have some singles and runs scored, and
I think he's if you need a value guy in your stack, or if he ends up batting leadoff or something, but. It's the guys 3, 4, 5.
I don't think Merrifield is gonna play, so Escobar might lead off. Don't do that. Just skip him.
Yeah,
skip him.
Don't do that to yourself. Also, Elvis Andrews is going to be activated off the DL tomorrow. He might be in that Texas lineup too.
That's going to be good for them. He's their best hitter, in my opinion.
Yep. Shout out to Patio Joe on Father's Day. Shout out to you too on Father's Day. Dropping the Elvis Andrews tidbit on us. Patio Joe.
Yeah, I see him there. He's just projected in the 3-hole.
Yeah. Another bat to this hot lineup, man. I'm interested in Texas. Ian Kennedy,
gotta be.
They're hot, and you got some decent value here, Odor. He's been batting 5th lately, 3.2. You got Beltre, 3.7 heating up. I don't know what this is gonna do to Jurickson Profar, but he's been on fire, and he's usually cheap. Joey Gallo, there's a lot of options here. A lot of
Can
options for
he
the
play
power.
second base? I think Profar can play second base.
Yeah, and get rid of like
Odor?
no, not Odor. Get rid of like what's his name, Kiner Falefa.
Yeah, that guy. Please.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I at this point you got to play Profar over Odor too. I like think Odor can get hot and help this team, so I want him in the lineup, and I think they're giving him a shot. Like he was batting eighth, and now they're moving him up to like fifth and sixth. So like I don't mind him right now.
You
But
gotta like the
definitely,
bats here.
yeah, you gotta like the bats. Like you can take a risk with either one of these pitchers, and as an SP2 in tournaments to fit those aces in an expensive stack. But like
Not Cologne
it's
though.
it's not optimal. No, I know. I mean, Cologne is just like the opponent. Like maybe they,
They're not gonna strike out.
I know, no, I know they're not going to strike out, but he could get 7 innings, no runs, a couple hits, like 2 strikeouts, and give you like a 16 on DraftKings. Like you might take that.
I would definitely take that.
Yeah, so we got to see. We'll see what kind of umpire we get here, see what this lineup looks like. Next game, okay, very interesting. Jacob deGrom and the New York Mets taking on Tyler Anderson and the Colorado Rockies in Coors. The Mets are minus 125 favorites, and we've got a 9.5 run total. The Mets seem to be waking up, but they've been terrible against lefties. Jacob deGrom, I mean, I'm all over him on FanDuel at 9K, and I'll be using him on DraftKings as well over those other guys. Not a good discount, but you're still saving some money, and the Rockies strike out. Like, he's too good of a pitcher. I think he could easily just strike out double digits, give up maybe a run or two, but throw up a gem here against Colorado. I definitely have interest in deGrom in tournaments. I don't think he's your cash game guy. And then, Anderson's interesting too. Like, as an SP2 on DraftKings, but the Mets do have Flores back, and like, Mesoraco may be there. Like, there's some decent, but as Drupal's a switch hitter, you get him batting righty. Frazier, like, they could get to Anderson and then see some righties out of the pen. I could see stacking the Mets. I could see using Anderson. What do you think?
I mean, I wish Flores wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. Like Mesoraco, he is good. He is good. He's just always injured. He was a huge prospect, especially for power, and he's just always hurt. Yeah. I was gonna love Tyler Anderson. I love any lefty against his team, but they're gonna put Rosario at the leadoff against a lefty, and then they're gonna have Wilmer in there. Frazier's back as well. Like I think that they will start improving against lefties.
Yeah. I mean, Conforto hit a 3-run bomb off of the lefty ace on Arizona the other day. Like, I agree.
Damn it. I don't know if I want to take a chance now with these guys back.
And I think Tyler Anderson's been giving up some power to lefties this year, or like at least he's been getting hit by it. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to verify that, but I think a Met stack is in play. Like, I like it.
He's really cheap. Rosario leading off 2.8.
Yeah, we got to see if he's in that leadoff spot again. He was not there
Probably
today.
will be.
It's
But
possible.
they was playing a righty today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're moving him to lead off against a lefty.
Against lefty. Very possible.
I mean, I have more interest in the pitchers than the bats in this game, so that's why I think this probably going to go low owned for Coors at least.
Yeah, both sides, but I mean, I'm not taking the Colorado bats. I don't see it.
I mean, I agree, but it is Coors, and if they're going to be really low owned, I mean, in a big tournament, I don't mind it. Yeah, I love DeGrom. I think he's been
sure.
I think DeGrom's been a top 3 pitcher over the last month and a half, 2 months. I mean,
I agree. If it wasn't for Scherzer, he's in the Cy Young of the National League discussion.
I mean, he's just on a terrible team. Like, these guys suck. They don't score any runs to give him any wins. Like, the guy's been pitching awesome.
So good. Tyler Anderson giving up 400 WOBA and 208 ISO to lefties, 313 WOBA, 209 ISO to righties. So power to both sides. Like, I think the Mets stack is viable. You don't have to leave out the lefties.
It is.
you know. And I mean, I like DeGrom a lot, especially on FanDuel. Like, it's just really tempting. If he gets a good umpire, like, I could be going all in on a site like FanDuel. You know, $2,200 cheaper than Bauer. You get bats. Very
He'll
intriguing.
be low on. He should be low on.
I agree. 2 more games to go. We got Arizona Diamondbacks, Zach Greinke taking on the Los Angeles Angels and Jaime Barria. Diamondbacks are small favorites here, minus 108. Run total is 8. Cool temperatures. This is not a hitting environment ever. What do you think?
Greinke has been pretty bad. Giving up a lot of hits, 3 home runs in the last 2 games. I mean, one of them was in Coors. I'm not going to pitch him. I would rather pitch Barria, as crazy as that sounds. I actually like Barria. I think he's good. Goldschmidt is very, very hot. Goldschmidt is back, finally. So I don't know if I want to do it. But I don't really like much here at all. I think I could stack the Angels because Greinke is maybe hurt right now. Something is maybe off. But it's tough. It's tough to do it. It's tough to stack against him.
Yep, in this stadium, really tough.
I don't think I want Arizona either, really.
I don't mind Barria. I really don't. If he gets a good umpire, like, I could have interest in this park, a team that strikes out a lot. You know, like, I do prefer Arizona right now, like, against a righty than a lefty, but I think he's viable. Like, I don't know if on FanDuel, like, it makes sense. Like,
is he cheap over there?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Because last couple times I've liked Barria, he's been really cheap.
Yeah, he's cheap on FanDuel.
I like that.
You know, but it's like 700 more. You grab Pavetta. I mean, it's viable. It definitely is. And, like, you know, you almost need to play some Angels bats with him because you need him to get that win and quality start. So, like, you know, it just makes sense to grab, like, a Trout in a lineup with him and, like, hope that Trout goes double dong or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, on FanDuel, you need that win, and, like, it's not guaranteed with Greinke on the other side.
I think Trout should be low on the 6K against Greinke.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, he's Mike Trout, but I don't think it's going to be double digits on this slate. I don't think.
No, definitely, especially with guys paying up for pitching. You know, so definitely, Zach Greinke's been getting hit.
Yeah,
you know,
and this Jose Fernandez kid, he's on
2.8. Yep, value play until they raise his price. Absolutely,
he was mashing in the minors, and he was a major prospect.
Yep, he was in the Dodgers system. Last game, we got the Miami Marlins, Caleb Smith, the lefty, taking on the San Francisco Giants, and Andrew Suarez. The Giants are minus 141 favorites, and we have a 7.5 total, lowest on the slate. What do you think?
Oh, he was on the bereavement list, so he wasn't hurt. The strikeout upside has definitely come down for Caleb Smith. I mean, both these teams, like, it's a ballpark downgrade for Miami, but I mean, they still play in the Taylor ballpark. I think Caleb Smith is interesting, but San Francisco is playing much better. Like, I was attacking them a ton earlier in the year, and now they're better. It's McCutchen against a lefty, but it's in this park. Like, I probably don't want no bats here, even though I think Suarez is not very good. Well, neither is Miami. Just probably stay away. Maybe Brian. I like Brian Anderson. That guy's good. That's a righty. Real Muto. He's just. I'm gonna pay 4.2 for Real Muto in this ballpark. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't see it either. You know, just not enough value. You want to grab a one-off from either side, I'm fine with it. You know, I could see myself using Caleb Smith as an SP2. Maybe even your go-to guy on a FanDuel at 7.8, where, you know, you want to stack up some expensive bats. I think I may find the room for like a DeGrom, but he's in the conversation for me.
Yeah, Yeah, I think he definitely is. And that K upside maybe comes back one of these days. Because earlier in the year, the guy was striking a lot of guys out.
Yep, I'm with you. That's really it, though. One-off bat, sure. Don't mind either of these pitchers. More interested in Caleb Smith. That's going to do it for the game by game. Just give me what your overall thoughts are now that we've seen the slate once. I got to get out of here actually right after, so we're going to skip the Don watch. What do you think? What do you think about this slate?
I think it's very interesting because I think Coors is going to be low owned. Yep. And the pitchers will be low owned too. Like, people will be crossing it off because they don't want to pay DeGrom's price. They don't want to pitch Tyler Anderson because it's Coors.
Yep.
That's what makes it really interesting. Anytime Coors is low owned, I look at it more.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a main team play, outside of the Mets bats, because I just think that DeGrom is too good right now. But, in deep tournaments where you're making 20 lineups, 10 lineups, 5 lineups, maybe they crack, 15 or less. But I don't think main team, I think I'm going with DeGrom side of things and then, being different that way and hoping he has a baller game.
I think there's going to be, Texas will be more popular. For sure. Houston will be more popular. Mm-hmm. It's going to be interesting. Houston's the best stack of the day to me.
Are the chalky spots. It's interesting how the Yankees-Washington game's not on DK, on FanDuel. I like both of those. They're going to be under talked about. They'll probably be lower owned. The lineups might not be out. There's a lot of interesting factors for that game on FanDuel. I like the Cubs stack. That's I'm pretty sure you're going to get low owned and has some power upside. There's a lot of spots on the slate to like, though. Both sides, pitching wise, bat wise, stack wise. There's a lot.
Yeah, definitely. And with Merrifield and Soler, that'll it's going to lower the Royals stack against Bartolo Colon.
Yep, I'm with you. So, catch us tomorrow. We're going to have the class session for the subscribers, probably around 1 o'clock. It's been hot lately, and then we'll be on the live stream as usual, 5:30. All the content, cheat sheets, all that good stuff. Catch us tomorrow if you want to dig in deeper onto this slate. If you are on YouTube, if you are on Podbean, if you are on Facebook, Twitch, iTunes, all those platforms, give us thumbs up, give us a like button, give us a positive review. All that stuff helps the nation. Thank you, Cash, for joining me on Sunday. As I said, I got to run. I had something just come up, but we will be back at you tomorrow for the Cash Man, for myself, for the nation. Happy Father's Day, and good luck. Peace.